cheese. This guy wanted me to say it, so here you go. Anyways, Nintendo dropped the Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. This thing looks pretty cool, but there's also quite a bit of controversy surrounding it, as I'm sure you've heard, so let's talk about it. So here's my Nintendo Switch OLED. I'm just holding it because it's cool and it's a neat visual aid. Starting with the hardware, it's better than the Switch 1, which is a welcome change because the original Switch's hardware is pretty much a fossil at this point. It's got a bigger screen at 7.9 inches compared to the 6.2 inch screen of the original Switch. I'm a bit worried about what this means for portability though, because this thing looks massive. Also, it's an LCD screen. It's apparently really nice based on what people who've seen the Switch are saying so far, but it's a real bummer since you won't be getting those deep blacks like on the OLED Switch, which I have right here, and the screen on this guy is just a joy to use in handheld mode. The Joy-Cons are also bigger, which is a welcome change, and making them easier to grip. The side SL and SR buttons are slightly bigger too. However, no idea if these are Hall effect sticks or if the Joy-Con drift issue from the first Switch has been fixed. The Joy-Cons will also be able to function kind of like a mouse, which will be useful for games like Civilization 7, and it unlocks a whole new gameplay mechanic. The Switch 2 also has a USB-C port on the top, which allows for accessories like their new camera to be attached. This new camera is in tandem with their game chat feature, which is like a Discord knockoff right on your Nintendo Switch, and the camera allows you to stream your face to all your friends. The console also lets you screen share your footage, albeit at pretty low frame rates based on what we saw in the Nintendo Direct. Oh yeah, also battery life is kinda downgraded even compared to the original Switch, so that's fun. Now let's talk about the games. We got a bunch of cool new first party games, notably Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Mario Kart World lets you go open world, and it's pretty much the flagship Nintendo game on the Switch 2 at the moment, and there's a version of the console that's launching as a bundle with the Mario Kart World game. Some other cool third party software like Silk Song, Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, and from Software, the Duskbloods. Cool stuff. Now let's get to the elephant in the room. Pricing. So it initially launched at $449 USD, but then this got pulled due to our current economic situation thanks to a certain guy in a certain country. So now pre-orders in the US are temporarily delayed as Nintendo adjusts the console for the American audience, presumably making it more expensive thanks to tariffs. For us Canadians, the console launches at a hefty $629 loonies or $699 if you opt for the Mario Kart bundle. Damn! For reference, my Nintendo Switch OLED cost $449 Canadian, and then I spent 20 Canadian dollars on Minecraft, 70 CAD on a used Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 70 CAD on a copy of used Breath of the Wild, and 50 CAD for Animal Crossing, which was on sale at the time. Then I got this case on sale for 20 bucks, and a screen protector for 5 bucks. Lastly, I also have this slim official Nintendo carrying case, which was 25 bucks. All of that cost $709 USD. So all of this stuff, or one Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. Yeah, the price increase is kinda big. Now for the console, I understand why the price difference is so big, since it's got a lot more tech inside it and whatnot, but the games. Mario Kart World is going for 79 American bucks compared to the 59 bucks that the regular Switch games cost. Now, Mario Kart World's price looks like it's going to be a one-time thing, but Donkey Kong Bonanza is priced at 69 bucks, and this game seems like it's set at what looks to be the new default pricing for Nintendo Switch games from Nintendo. Not to mention that the physical copies of these games are $10 more expensive from what we've seen. That's rough, and a lot of people are pissed because unlike the console, which is a physical product that's subject to stuff like the economy and tariffs, digital video games aren't affected by these things. And this is going to set the precedent to other game companies that pricing games at close to 100 bucks is okay. So now GTA 6 is probably going to have a 100 USD launch price. And as for us Canadians, like imagine you're a kid being like, Mommy, can I get a video game? And your mom's like, okay Timmy, what video game do you want? And you're like, this one Mommy. And then your mom looks at the $90 price tag while she's struggling to pay for eggs. It's easy to imagine lots of parents just telling their kids, you already have a Switch that plays Mario Kart, little Timmy. Which honestly could be Nintendo's strategy here. They're still selling all of the original Switches and said that they would continue to sell them as long as they saw there was demand. They might be trying to go for the PS2's crown of best-selling console ever here. Maybe Nintendo doesn't need the Switch 2 to sell as well as the Switch 1. Maybe they're keeping the Switch 1 for people who want casual gaming, or for people who want to get a console for their kids that doesn't break the bank, and the Switch 2 is just a console for enthusiasts, or people who want the best of the best, and for people who aren't freaking out at the price of eggs right now. But yeah, to conclude this video, initially I was considering buying the Switch 2, but the pricing is making me hold off for a while and hold onto my beloved Switch OLED a little longer. Honestly, I think the OLED might provide a better value for a lot of people. It's got a better screen, it's more portable and compact, and it's got a better battery life than the Switch 2. So this looks ideal for people who travel frequently and just want a smallish, kind of affordable handheld to carry with them. I for one think this guy is pretty great. And I'll be making a review of it at some point, probably. I'll also be going down to Toronto to see the Switch 2 in person later this April, so be sure to subscribe for that video. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Be awesome and stay techie. Bye!
It's frozen right now. It's frozen for everyone.
Oh boy.